What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another full self-driving beta video. My name is Chris, and we are on the latest version 10.12.1, and we're going into downtown Ann Arbor, Michigan today to really push the system and just kind of navigate around and try to find some tricky scenarios, try to confuse the car and things like that. And then in future videos, we'll do kind of more a normal route. Oh, we got a blue pedestrian there. I don't think pedestrians were colored blue before. And very nice right on red there, waited for the pedestrian perfectly, and then perfectly move forward. So in future videos, we'll kind of just do routes that are more like normal driving. Today, we really want to push it and see if we can find if the system makes mistakes or what it's messing up and what still needs work. So my overall impressions for this one so far, I haven't done a ton of driving, but if you watched the last video, I said a million times, confidence is way improved. I'll try not to say that too much this time, but it is, and that's a huge point for me because a lot of my problems were with the car not proceeding when it should. But if the car is confident times it should not be, and it's going, when it shouldn't be, that can be a problem, but I have not noticed that very much yet. So let's keep going, move into a more traffic dense area, and we'll see how the car does when we get into downtown. Okay, so no problem so far, but I'm noticing the routing is really interesting. I don't know why it's routing this way. Normally we go straight at the next light here, but it wants to take a right and kind of go around. I don't know if a road's closed or something. Oh, road closed ahead. All right, sweet. I had no idea, but obviously that data is in the nav. So that's really good because that sets us up for success, whereas if the car didn't know that the road was closed, it might make a mistake. So we'll take a right here, which is great. I would assume we're going to make a full stop at this red light, even though pretty much unnecessary, but that's, legally what you're supposed to do. So down to 1 mile per hour. Nicely proceeding forward, it's clear, so we accelerate. Very nice. Make sure you do hit like and get subscribed. We're getting close to 100K, everybody. That's really exciting. And one thing I want to mention, if you've been watching the channel for a long time, you might remember Tesla challenges, where I would go on the highway and let the car do everything. I literally would not intervene unless it was for safety. I think those are coming back soon because I really think beta is getting to a point where I can do a Tesla challenge and actually the video won't end in 3 seconds. And that's pretty much why I didn't do them before. Watch it screw up here. That's pretty much why I stopped doing them, because as fun as beta is, it was kind of making too many mistakes, and there's no point in saying like, I'm not going to do anything unless it's a safety concern, because I had to intervene all the time. Like, really nice left turn there. I remember that used to be a problem. So I think those are coming back. If you haven't seen them, just search my channel, and it is so funny to go back and watch a Tesla challenge and see how, honestly, boring it is now. I mean, back then it was very cool, but compared to what you're seeing with beta, that's all super simple and easy. So it'll be fun to bring those back. I think we'll be doing that again. So really nice left turn. No problem with the weird brick road there. Handling well, so we have a yellow line appearing, and then the car moves back over. No problem showing all the trash cans, not getting too close to those. So making our complete stop, moving through, there's no traffic. We need to move around this UPS van. I can see that that's planned on the planner. Again, beautifully handled. A tiny bit close. There is some debate in the comments sometimes talking about what if somebody hops out of there, things like that. I maybe would move over more to the other side of the road in that scenario, but I think the car handled it well. I saw that there was nobody around or in the seat, so handled well there. Now coming up to this left turn, nicely moving into the left turn lane. We're not having, so far, I'm not seeing the missing lanes. We were having problems before where the car kept choosing the wrong lane. I haven't seen it yet. We'll see if it pops up, and we'll wait for this red. Graphics are looking a little goofy right now, like a car super stretched teleporting over there. So it is good to go. So we should go. Don't make me intervene, please. Okay, and then, okay, so it's screwing up. It should have obviously went there. And then it waited too long, and now we have to wait for these cars. And now there is somebody behind me, of course, so hopefully they won't get too mad. And after this truck, I think it's gonna go. I think so. Okay. Okay, good. I was thinking it's gonna be slow. I really don't want to intervene because I know the car is capable now. But we'll report that little scenario because obviously it was clear. We should have moved sooner than that. But it did make it through technically. So we're approaching our destination here. It's funny because the left that we usually would take from over there was always a trouble spot, but we didn't need to take it this time because of the closed road. So let's put the next destination in, and I'm gonna turn it off because it always seems to struggle when you're like changing destinations in the middle. So I was going to try to take a left there or something. So I'm glad I canceled it because that would have really messed it up. So once it loads the new directions, there we go. Now it can completely drive again. But I don't know. It should be able to handle direction changes like that. But for now, it just doesn't handle them well. So I like to take over, especially when I'm doing these things where I'm just randomly changing it all over the place rather than it's a normal real drive that I'd actually do. Okay, so we're coming up to this right turn that has been a problem in the past. I'm excited we're going to do it because it's been a problem. Let's see if it does better. So slowing nicely, and okay, that was handled perfectly, I would say. Before, the car would just go really hot into that turn and then kind of slam on the brakes as it got into it, so really good. So stopping here, nobody to our left, and the car moves through. So that was handled perfectly, that whole sequence there. No weird braking after the turn. That was just awesome, especially on a turn we've seen. If you go back and watch older videos, where the turn was like, sorry, those guys over there, they look like statues, but they weren't. They messed up my train of thought. Yeah, that turn used to always get screwed up pretty much every time. And now this one example, it was handled perfectly, so that's exciting to see. All right, so stopping at the stop sign. Okay, we're getting the wave, and I just kind of let the car go. I kind of waved to let her know we saw her, but you could see on the display she was kind of turning blue, maybe. The car was kind of trying to decide if it should stop or not. Who knows? Maybe it saw her hand signal. And Elon said that eventually the car will see hand signals, and then it went forward, but it all worked out fine. And then we have the person to the left here, which we should easily wait for. We'll make our complete stop, or down to 1 anyway, and then continue. So very nice. I mean, all of this is just so smooth and nice so far. We've had one awkward moment with that left at the green, but no disengagements, no interventions yet. So now we have a left here. We'll wait for these two. And we should move right. Oh my gosh, so good. Like, as soon as they clear the intersection, the Tesla's like, all right, it's clear. I mean, that's exactly what I would have done. It's exactly what I would have done. This is getting just so much, finally, like, I'm so excited because it has been getting better, but, and it's a huge task. I try not to be too picky because this is so immensely difficult and no one on earth has solved it yet. But man, it's exciting to see. So I want to see if the cyclist graphic is updated here. It looks like maybe, yeah. Oh yeah, that's a new cyclist graphic. That looks cool. So we made the stop there. And we did a little bit of creep into the intersection. It was kind of hard to see, and then continued. So again, beautiful so far. All right, so complete stop at the stop sign, and then it is a little difficult to see to the left there. We're creeping out, and there's nobody, so we're good. I mean, there is somebody coming, but they're far away, like plenty of space. Let's see, they're not on the display there, but that was awesome. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's good. It's good. So this truck is sticking out a little bit. Let's see. I don't think we actually have to move over, but I bet the car will. See how it handles it. Oh, are they moving? Jeez, I can't even tell. So yeah, we barely just nudged over just a tiny bit, slowing down. Oh, we don't need to slow down that much. No, keep going. What are you doing? Reported. And, oh, okay. I don't know if it saw them or what. Are you going to go? Okay, I'm going to tap the accelerator. Unfortunately, there's an intervention. Oh, it must be this person is confusing it. I can't tell. We're just going super slow here. I just did the one tap. That honk was not at us. There's a couple cars back there that happened. So interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, was that our destination? I'm so stupid. My bad. So, all right, the car's screwing up because that was our destination and I pushed it through. So sorry about that. I should have updated it. So I'm not going to count that intervention because that was totally my fault. So let me put in the next destination here. All right, so I got the next destination in, and yeah, you know, that's what you get for, I'm looking out the windows. I'm not looking at the screen. Even though I knew that destination. I meant to change it after the right turn, I just didn't. So big left turn here, handled really well. This Jeep is sticking out, but we move around it. Wow, I mean, geez, I'm going to say it, confidence. It's so good. Oh, this will be a really tough left turn here. So it's kind of hard to see both ways, and sometimes this road gets really busy. I don't see anybody right now, but then all of a sudden, 20 cars from each direction are coming. So we make our stop. Now we're creeping. So there are people to the right and nobody to the left quite yet. So let's see. After these two, we should be good. Nope, you're not doing it. Yeah, I definitely would have went there. So there's somebody to the left. I don't know why you're creeping now when there's somebody there. But okay, all right. No, don't stop. Okay, all right. A little awkward, not terrible. I think in older versions that would have definitely been an accelerator press. We could have went after these two cars, but yeah, actually not bad. That was okay. Okay. All right, so we got a right turn here. It is displaying those pedestrians in blue, which is awesome. Gives me confidence the car is waiting for them. And moving the wheel a little to the left, which is strange, but maybe it's trying to get away from the curb. And as soon as they clear the street, nicely and slowly moves through, but it feels really good. So it's so exciting when this stuff is working well. So now we're going into the deep downtown part for the last kind of hardest part, which is great because no interventions yet, except the times I did it because I'm dumb. But yeah, beyond that, looking really good. So I think we need to go to the right here to go around this traffic. Let's see what the car, oh no, that's right turn only. So the car's just chilling in the middle. No, okay, it's doing it correctly. So approaching the stop sign again, I was going to make a mistake here. I was going to move into the right turn lane only to go straight. So we got here about the same time as that truck, but, oh, okay. We're both going to go. So actually, I thought I had the right move. He should have waited because there were pedestrians in his crosswalk. It was actually the wrong move. And then the car freaked out for that guy behind us. So I did touch the accelerator there, and wow, big acceleration to get us back up to speed. Yeah, the car did not need to stop for that guy walking towards us. It had plenty of room, but it got a little concerned there, which is legit. I mean, that's fair. The robot should be super extra careful around people. And yeah, that pickup truck definitely was in the wrong there. He was taking his turn as somebody was in that crosswalk. But overall, handled pretty well. There's our first intervention. I did press the accelerator to get out of that person's way. Okay, so we need to move to the left. I mean, the car is, there we go, that's much better. So we had moved too much to the right. I'm actually gonna report it because we're like almost in everyone's way. So we could have gone, but some pedestrians walked into the road. So really nicely handled. So this is a tough one. There's just a lot of traffic, a lot of people, a lot of cars we have to wait for. And after these two, if this person doesn't walk into the road, we'll be good. But is he going to? Yes, he is. The car waits. Now after him, it's yellow. You're just going to wait? Oh, you're going to do it? Oh, it stopped. I would have went, but oh well. Now it's red, so I'm not going to go now. All right, so we have the green. Hopefully we go after this red car. And so it does. All right, good. Because, no, don't stop. All right, I'm touching the accelerator. I'm not messing with that anymore. So that's one of those times where, ooh, where you go around this guy? Very nice. The Tesla should have moved into the intersection. And, you know, I get some arguments about this in the comments, but legally in Michigan, I see we're approaching our destination. If you're in the intersection and it turns red like that, you are good to go. You can complete the maneuver if you're already in the intersection. So that was a big disengagement there. And I need to finish my thought on the other one. All right, I just cut it because I'm flubbing over my words here. So if you're in the intersection and the light turns red, you're good to go. You can finish your maneuver basically. So the car should be in the intersection so that it can move forward once everybody clears. And, you know, you could get out of the way. You basically get out of everybody's way. Because it wasn't there, it stopped at the red light, and it's just not good, courteous city driving. And then that disengagement, I have no idea why the car wanted to go left there. So what is that, 2 interventions and a disengagement now? So as we move into this harder, more dense traffic here, the car is still having more trouble, but overall still pretty impressed with this drive. So let me cut to when I can turn beta. Oh, I guess I can turn it on now. So there you go. Let's see how it handles this part. All right, so we got the green, and we should move forward. I think the car is, oh yeah, there's a pedestrian over there. So that was actually pretty good. I didn't see him initially. I thought I was getting freaked out by the ones to the right and the left. So pretty slow here, but it is tight. Getting honked at because we're going too slow, but it is really tight. All right, I'm pressing the accelerator here. Oh, we folded the mirrors for that tight spot. Yeah, so city driving, I guess the car's just still too timid. People are just pretty impatient when you have to be really assertive and aggressive when you're doing this type of driving because there's just not a lot of room. You got to make moves quickly, and the car just still isn't there, especially with pedestrians around. It's very careful. So overall, still impressive, but there's still work to be done, of course. Of course there is, or it wouldn't be called beta, and everybody would have it and be sleeping in their cars. So approaching this right turn here, this is going to be our last kind of segment. We're going to finish it up. So I want to move to the right. Okay, now you're just really screwing up after I'm praising you. And I'm just trying to get out of that guy's way because after somebody honks at me, you know, then I feel like they're going to be even more, giving me more pressure. So let's see if we can just make it to this final destination here and wrap it up. So moving into this left turn lane nicely. I don't know, it's strange. It almost feels like the car kind of gets like flustered or something once it, or maybe it's me, once it makes a mistake, I'm like done tolerating, any more mistakes. So that left turn was really nice, avoiding all of that stuff there. And this road's closed, but it wants to go straight. So let's see what it does here. Will it reroute? It put its left turn signal on. That's a one-way street though, so you got to turn right. So it stopped at this red light. Yeah, it's putting the left turn signal on. Oh, nobody's behind me, so I'm just kind of letting it figure itself out. So it's just stopping. I mean, that's an okay behavior there. And it wants to turn left on a one-way street. So we'll do the old report button there, disengage. So it did not handle that closed road correctly. We'll let it reroute here. Take this left. So I had the closed road before mapped, but this time it didn't. We got the green. As soon as they move out of the way, cool, took the turn. Oh, dang it, that was my bad. I didn't even mean to take over at all. I was just keeping my hand on the wheel. And it's just so easy to disengage that sometimes I do that on accident. So taking this left here, wow, there's just so much construction now that the weather's getting nicer. So we're creeping out because we can't see. You gonna go? Of course somebody's behind me. All right, tapping the accelerator because we're just not moving. Yeah, the car's getting a little tripped up by, I think, all that fencing there. So that's another intervention there. So yeah, this drive, as we get into the more dense parts, is just kind of falling apart a little bit, unfortunately. But we are away from the closed road now, so that's good. Okay, take your turn. Man, what a mix. What a mix in this drive. Some really good stuff and then some not so impressive things now at the end. Okay, so finishing up here, one big thing I've noticed is now with like right turns and left turns and things, if you have vehicles kind of coming and the car sees them, it does a really good job of once those vehicles are finished being in your way, kind of seeing the gap and going. That is really good. But what I'm noticing is that if you have a turn, like let's see here if I'm right. Of course, not every time, but if you, it's like, so we're stopping, we're creeping, there's nobody here. If you have nobody, then the car is less sure. Like, it sees nobody's there, but it almost doesn't want to make a mistake and act as if no one's there, but there is, and it didn't see it, if that makes sense. Whereas if you have cars in the way and then they clear out of the way, the car is a lot more confident in saying, okay, they're gone, I'm gonna go. And that's where, like, when we had that first awkward left turn that I didn't intervene, but it was a really bad left turn, there was nobody there, so it screwed it up and waited too long. So I'm just gonna take over, I don't wanna go in that parking lot. But overall, here's the stats, I'll put them up on the screen. I think the drive was 6 miles or so. Yeah, 6 miles. And yeah, overall, I mean, you can tell the differences, but yeah, there's still work to do when you get in those dense situations. And to be fair, I mean, we were going downtown trying to find those hard things. So we'll do some more drives of normal things, and I'm going to take the car to Detroit probably in a week or so, which will be even probably harder than this. But yeah, overall, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave those down below, and you will see me and Full Self Driving Beta in the next video.
So Autopilot and I are happily driving along.